To make a wedding invitation feel more personal and sincere, the simplest trick is to include the guest's name in the message. This way, every guest feels like the invitation was written just for them. Of course, if you're sending invitations to many people, manually changing each name would be a huge hassle. But for those of us who can write code, this is not a problem at all. Let's say we have a wedding invitation template with several places where the guest's name needs to be inserted. With a contact list, we can use a for loop to insert each name into the correct positions. Since the line of code is quite long, we can use a backslash to break it into multiple lines. Assuming we already have a function called sendiMessage that sends messages based on the contact's name, this program can now automatically generate the invitation text and send it to each guest. Next, let's level up the scenario a bit. Suppose we not only want to replace the guest's name automatically, but also insert the wedding date. This way, by changing just the date, the same invitation template can be reused over and over again. However, if we keep using string concatenation, the invitation text will be chopped up by lots of plus signs, making it hard to read and painful to maintain. Python provides two cleaner and more elegant ways to format strings. The first one is the format method, which lets us write message content like this. Curly braces mark the parts to be replaced, and the numbers indicate which arguments from format will be used. Here, 0 refers to the first argument, name, and 1 refers to the second argument, wedding date. When name is Alice and wedding date is the 20th of May 2050, message content will look like this. Now the entire message is contained in one complete string, which is much easier to read. With format, you can also replace values by keyword instead of by position. In this case, the positions of the name and date don't matter anymore. Only the keywords do. For example, if the keyword receiver name is assigned the value name, every occurrence of receiver name will be replaced with the value of the name variable. For an even cleaner approach, you can reuse the variable names directly in the string, as long as you remember that the part before the equal sign is the keyword, and the part after it is the value. Besides using format, you can also use f strings. By adding an f before the string, the expressions inside the curly braces are evaluated directly and inserted into the string. For example, if year is the 20th of May 2050 and name is Alice, this will produce exactly the result we want. In addition to formatting strings, numbers can also be formatted inside strings. For instance, if we have a dictionary of student names and their GPAs, even though GPA is a floating point number, format can print it without manually converting it to a string. You can also use a colon, dot, number, and F to control how many decimal places a floating point number keeps. For example, adding 2F will format the GPA to 2 decimal places. The same applies to F strings. Adding 2F inside the braces keeps all GPAs at 2 decimal places. See you in the next video.